खुद को खोकर ही खुद को पाएगा, रुकना काम नहीं तेरा आगे बढ़ता जाएगा। मुश्किलें जितनी आए हिम्मत नहीं हारेगा तू, याद रख तू कौन है, पर्वत को चीर फाड़ेगा तू। पंख नहीं दिखते तेरे पर भर ले तू ऐसी उड़ान, उड़ जा नन्हे पंछी कर दे सब परिंदों को तू हैरान। कोशिशों से मिलती कामयाबी, कामयाबी का तू हकदार है। रास्तों की खाके ठोकरें, जीतने के लिए तू अब तैयार है। ओ रुकना कैसा, डरना कैसा, बात नहीं कोई अब डरने की, कर ले जिद आगे बढ़ने की। बात नहीं कोई अब डरने की, कर ले जिद आगे बढ़ने की।
Good afternoon, Ziddis. I am your host, Gayatri. Welcome to the World Education Day Fair 2022 by Internshala Trainings. You have joined us for the fourth episode of IST Practicals of the Day. IST Practicals is a series of free online masterclasses delivered by industry experts. These 45-minute sessions are all about teaching students important concepts, softwares, and tools. Every IST practical is an opportunity to experience practical learning. This webinar is about video editing, and our presenter here today is Mr. Arun Singh Panwar. With more than 12 years of experience in animation as a faculty, 2D and 3D animator, TV commercial director, motion graphics designer, product visualizer, and video editor, Arun is the art director at Internshala. I hope you will enjoy this webinar with him. We have a special gift for you at the end, so stay tuned for that. Without further ado, let's welcome Arun.
Hi Gayatri, thank you for the wonderful introduction. Hi all, welcome to this webinar of video editing, learn the basics of Premiere Pro. And I'm sure this webinar is going to be awesome, just like our previous After Effects webinar. Before going with the presentation, let's ask few questions from you. Have you ever created a video using Instagram Reel, TikTok, or any other applications? Comment in yes or no. If you have used any other application, please name the application in the comment box. Yeah, looking forward for your replies. Yes, Yashin says yes. Okay, lots of replies, yes. It's scrolling very fast. Ajay, Ritu, yes. Lots of you have already used the applications. Okay, thank you very much for your overwhelming response. Let's go to our next poll. Did you use any video editing tool like Premiere Pro before? Comment in yes or no, or if you have used any other application, please name the application in the comment box. Yeah. Premiere Pro, yes. Instagram, KineMaster, yes. Okay, yes. Lots of responses. Yeah. So you guys are awesome. Yeah. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, thank you. So let's move to the presentation. Okay. First question is what is video making, right? So technically, the meaning of video making is to manipulate the videos, right? Manipulate the footages, different kind of footages. So what happens basically nowadays, everyone is creating stories, right? You are creating stories while you are traveling, while you're celebrating the festivals, while you are with your family visiting home, right? So we are creating lots of stories using our cell phone, DSLR cameras, lots of mediums, right? Some are doing animation, some are doing video production. So their world is full of storytelling, right? Stories. But the thing is that most of the time these stories remain in our cell phones, these DSLR cameras, and we are not able to convert these stories into a, a proper final output, or we are not able to share this to the world. We are not able to tell this story to the world, right? So here comes the part of video editing, right? So you must learn the art of video editing. Tell the world what is your story, right? This is the art of video making. Okay. Uh, I'll play a small clip of video of the movie Baby Driver. In this video, look at the camera angles, the shots, how they have beautifully converted a screenplay into a small clip. So I'll play it and just carefully look at the sequencing they have done with the footages. That's it. So I wanted to show you this video clip, and I'll give you a breakdown of this video clip, how they have beautifully converted screenplay uh, into camera angles, shots, how they have beautifully told the story. Before that, I'll cover the video production stages. That is the utmost important thing to take care. So first, whenever you are creating a video production, right, always start with the pre-production. So what is pre-production? So I've already give you a glimpse of pre-production storyboarding, scripting in my previous webinar of After Effects. You can go through that in the Internshala platform and understand more about the pre-production process. So this is basically the planning of the movie, right? Of the video, whatever you are doing. So plan out things. What is the genre? Is it traveling? Is it celebratory? Is it a video of some festival, right? So find the genre of the video. Start with the pre-production, how you are going to stage it, how you are going to record it, right? What would be the camera angles, what would be the shots that you would be using there. So always begin with the pre-production. Do the research, go through with the internet, go through with the references, right? Then begin with the production. Once you have clear idea in front of you what you want to make, right? What you want to create, then you would be able to set a proper stage for your recording, for your staging, for shooting, right? So always plan thing first, and then comes the part of production. Once you have strong pre-production in front of you, find out the scene, find out the stage, find out the area where you want to shoot, sort out the equipments. There are multiple companies providing you equipments on rental basis, right? You don't have to purchase the red camera before the shooting. You don't have to purchase the DSLR camera to do the shoot. You can rent it out easily uh, at nominal cost from the rental companies, right? Find out the area. So do the recording. Once you have all the pre-production set, then in the recording, create the footages, do the recording, all right? Once you have all the reels ready with you, all the recordings you have done, then comes the part of post-production, then comes the part of video editing, right? So you have already done the pre-production planning, you have done the execution, now comes the part of post-production. So video editing is not less than video direction, right? Video editing is almost equal to video direction. So whatever you have created, whatever you have planned, that has to be presented through the video editing process, right? So it's the utmost skill. It's not that just putting the footages and getting the output render, right? It's all about the art, how you present it to the audience, right? So these are the three stages you should plan out while doing the video production. Yeah, I hope I'm clear with the three stages of production: pre-production, production, and post-production. Let's go to basics types of shots, and I'll give you a breakdown of that same movie clip that I played before. So before playing the movie, I'll set the narrative. So what's happening in the scene is robbers approaching a bank to loot it, and they came in the car, and now uh, they'll come out of the car, grab the guns, and then move towards the bank. This is the scenario narrative, and then uh, the the main movie part begins. But look at this, how beautifully they have uh, plays the video cuts just beginning of the video. So here at the first you can see this is the establishing shot. We call it extreme long or wide shot, and here it's clearly visible that people are walking, cars are roaming around, people are roaming, and the establishing shot is clear that there is a bank in front of you, and now there is a close up. Car enters into the scene. Look how beautifully they have presented this close up. And there's a music player, there is a hand, again close up shot, medium close up shot. The first character is visible, first subject is visible, second character is visible, third character medium shot, medium close up, fourth character. Here comes the character out of the car. We have got medium shot here. Now they are grabbing their guns. Here, medium close up shot. Now see, they have again established the shot here, right? First at the beginning of the month they have establishing shot. Now they have establishing shot here, long shot. Now they are approaching towards the bank, medium shot. Here they are, or they have almost reached to the bank. Now this is a small sequence, right? They haven't started the robbery yet, but the narrative they have shot with the camera angles, it's beautiful, right? The screenplay they have created, it's beautiful, right? So this is what I want to convey here today, is that video editing is, it's not about just manipulating the footages, but it is also about telling a story, right? How you are going to present it to the world. I hope I'm clear with you all. So let's go to next slide. So basic type of shots. Understand about the shots. What are the shots that you are going to do edit in the video editing software? So first we have extreme long shot. The character is far away from the site, right? The background is clearly visible. Then in next we have long shot. The subjects are clear. Full subjects are the camera is much closer to the subject, right? Then we have medium shot. The focus is on above the torso, half body part is visible, it's medium shot. Medium close-up shot, we have a close-up of camera above the chest level, it's called medium close-up shot. Then we have close-up. In the close-up shot we have the expression of the character, right? The face we are covering, also the expression of the character we are covering. Then we have extreme close-up shot. In this extreme close-up shot we are showing some uh, uh, we are covering one body part, like whether it's lips, whether it's eyes. We are covering one emotion, like it's if tears are coming out from the eyes, right? We'll cover only the eyes and the tears only, right? So extreme close-up shot will cover only the one part of the body, whether it would be eyes, nose, or lips, right? So this would be called extreme close-up. So you can take the reference from it from the internet later also, and you can take the print shot of this also. Yeah. So we'll go to next slide. I hope the importance of shots are clear to you all. Okay, so here we'll have a small quiz again. Okay, let's see how much you understood from few clips. If we want to show eyes of the character, we will use wide shot, extreme close-up shot, long shot, or extreme long shot. Please comment your answer in the comment box. Let's see how much you understood with the presentation. Yeah. Jayadatta says B. Nidhi says, Shubham says, Shashank says B. Okay, B. Oh, awesome. I guess you all are clear with all the presentation I'm giving to you. Thank you very much for your response. You are absolutely right. You all are amazing. It's extreme close-up shot. Okay, let's go to next question. In which stage of video production do we edit the videos? Let's see your responses. Pre-production, production, post-production, any of the above. It's B. Yeah. Uh, okay. Yeah, I can see you all have understood the production stages. Wait. See which of it when you do edit the videos? Yes. Okay, the answer is not B, it's C. It's post-production, right? So there are three stages I taught you: pre-production, production, and post-production, right? So at the later stage, when we record the videos in the production, we do the editing in post-production stage. Thank you very much for your responses. So we'll hit the submit button and we'll go to back to the presentation. Thank you. Okay, so let's begin with the fundamentals of videos. What are the fundamentals? What are the prerequisites you need to see before starting the editing? Right. First thing is the frame rate. Right. You should always know at what frame rate you have got the videos. Frame rate is the are the images in between 1 second. Right. It can be 20. Standard we use 25 FPS in the video making. It can be 60 FPS. It can be 120 FPS. The more FPS you have, you would be able to manipulate the speed of videos. Like you want to use slow motion videos, always record the footages in higher frames, right? If you have 120 frames, you can create very impressive slow motion videos, right? So frame rate is important that you keep in mind. Second thing is the frame size of the video resolution. Why it's important? So you are going to do editing in a frame, right? You should know what kind of frame you are using and what kind of resources you are going to put in there, right? It should not happen that you use smaller frame and you use very large scale frame size videos in it, right? It has to match with the footages, and also it should not happen you use larger frames and import very low resolution or low frame size footages. If you scale up low resolution footages, it would look blurred. So hence it's important to know about the video resolution and of the footages, and also what kind of footage video resolution you are going to set in the Premiere Pro, right? So then comes the part of aspect ratio. So aspect ratio, nowadays we use high definition TVs or high definition resolution in the YouTube, in the video production. That is 16:9. It's the dimension of the height and the width, right? 16, if 16 is the width, 9 is the height. So before in the 90s, we used to have like boxy TV, the classic TV. It has a resolution of 4:3. But nowadays we have high definition TVs. Also for the cinema, we have 2.93:1. That is the and we also call it anamorphic resolution. We have cinematic resolution where the width of the footage is very high, right? So it's about the aspect ratio. So I'll if you're confused, do not worry, I'll give you a brief on the software also. Yeah. So let's quickly go in the software. Okay. So this is the interface of Adobe Premiere. You can see all the menus here. You can see the project window here. You can see the timeline here. This is the sequence. The video resolution you have to set like this. On the right, you can see the effect. So you can manipulate this workspace as per your need. You can see on the top, we have all the editing workspace available. You want to like do the color editing, you can click it here. You want to like put some effect for the editing, you can click here and do the editing stuff, right? So for the assembly, we have one workspace here. So let's begin with how you're going to start with the video production here. So first you have to set the project. Click on File, go to New, and then we have Project. Here we go. First, you have to set the project. Set out your uh, project folder. For example, this is the project folder. All right, click on this folder. Now, this is your project folder. Click on this and name the project. For example, first project. Project underscore V001. Take care of the naming convention also, right? Why I have written V001? So I can create, I'm able to create 999 version of my file, right? If I don't like something, I can go back and pick up the old version. So naming convention is also very important. So I use V version 001. I can like save it again and then name it version 002. Fine. Naming convention is also important. So save. So your project is ready to roll. And first you have to do is create a sequence. So how you are going to create a sequence? Go to File, click on the sequence, and then go to Settings. Here, go to Customs. Now comes the part of frame rate. So you have to set the frame rate at the beginning of the editing, right? And this is the utmost thing. So I take 25 fps for the video making. Then comes the part of frame size, the resolution size. This is the standard we use, 1920 1080, and the aspect ratio. Again, this is the 16:9 aspect ratio, and we'll keep the pixel square pixel ratios 1:0. Here we can like import the videos, import the artboards and the graphics, right? In this pixel squares, and click on OK. Now we have a sequence ready in front of us. This is the sequence 2. All right, and we can see this is the stage. Now we can import the videos and begin with the video production. So this is the basic way to start up with the video editing. So let's go again with the presentation and see how the video editing process moves forward. Let's begin with the video editing process. First thing is the video logging. What is video logging? First, what you will do, you will collect all the footages, remove, segregate all the footages you have, and remove the unrequired footages. Like it might be possible you record 100 to 200 clips, right? So you are not going to import all of them in the video editing process, right? Just segregate all the footages, log out your sequence, how you are going to what footages you are going to use. So that is called the logging stage. Once you are clear with the resources you required for the video editing, then comes the part of assembly. Import all the footages in the logging process, the relevant footages, and then assemble them in your video editing timeline, right? So do the final assembly. It's the assembly is basically the sequencing of your video editing, right? What would come first, what would come in between, and what would come at the editing. Then comes the part of rough cut, and then you have to do the blocking part, in which you are going to set your story there in the rough cut. This is how your video editing blocking would look like, right? So you have to, in the rough cut, prepare a video blocking. Then comes the part of final cut. In the fine cut, not the final cut, it's the fine cut. In the fine cut, remove all the um, uh, are not required clips from there. Put some music there, match it with the storyboarding, the blocking you have done, put the effects there, right? Then comes the part of final cut. Then you have, once you have got the fine cut, then in the final cut, uh, if you want to use some particle effects or any kinds of element for foley, etc., then put it there and then render it out in the final cut. So these are the basic production process you will follow in the video making. I hope I'm clear with it. First is the video logging. Second is the assembly. Then blocking, the rough cut, fine cut. In the fine cut, put the storyboarding there, make a story there. In the final cut, put the all the compositing, all the put all the particle effects and whatever you want to put there, right? And then get the final output done. Yeah. So this is the video editing process. Now is the time for practical session. So I'll give you a practical of Adobe Premiere. Before that, I'll show you a clip. This is a clip from Avengers movie. So I'll play it again. In this clip, you can see there are characters in front, and in the on the background you can see this is CGI, pure CGI. This is made in 3D, and they have shot all these clips in green screen, and they have replaced the green screen with this CGI. You can see the Stark Tower, right? Here is the Stark Tower, this damaged buildings, right? So this is not a real set. So in the background, it is a green screen, and they have replaced it with a CGI effects, CGI renders. So these are the plates we call it. So this is one plate, this is separate plate, right? This is second plate. So we'll make something relevant, which looks like this, and I've created a sequencing for this. So in this sequence, I have a 3D plate in the background that you can see. And I have a chroma plate in front of me, right? This is a green screen plate. So here you can see there are some trackers here in the background. Also, they have used some trackers for the 3D. But today we are going to remove the green screen and merge it with the background to show you something similar to that Avengers screen we have shown to you. So you can see this is the foreground, this is the background plate. How we are going to merge it? We are going to merge it using green screen removal tool. So for what we are going to do, so first we are going to click on this uh, layer, and you can see some options showing up here in the effect window, effect control window. First, we are going to use the opacity option. In the opacity option, you can see there is a free draw Bezier option. Click on this and create the blocking of Bezier around this character. We also call it rotoscopy in technical terms. So we will remove this character from this screen. Here you can see. And we will mask it out. So what you will need to do, you will need to put keys on the mask. How you're going to key animate this mask? Here you can see there is a clock. Click on this clock and just do the blockings. Double click here and you can see the keys appearing here, right? You can see the keys. And then animate these masks. So the more detailed mask you create, the more detailed rotoscopy you create, the output would be very refined. So for now, to save the time, I'll do the blocking only, and then you can try to practice it at home. How to practice it at home? You can find lots of green screen footages in the YouTube. Go through the YouTube, download the footages, and try to practice it at home. Replace the backgrounds with any matching background you want, or you want to create duplicates, right? What you can do, you can simply copy this layer twice here and shift it around it, and you would be able to create two characters in one screen using the green screen. So let's play with the masking, do the blocking. Here we go. So the meaning of blocking is that you create keys in a distance, right? So there should be distance between keys. So blocking out also happens in the video editing also when you assemble the videos, right? After that, the next stage you create the rough, the blocking. So you get to make uh, the basic style of you would be able to get basic rough uh, videos on the timeline. So always begin with the blocking. Never ever start with the refinement at the beginning. So what would happen is if you start the refinement at the beginning, it would be very difficult for you to do the to make the changes, right? Always in between few frames do the blockings, and then at the later stage do with the refinement. So we are almost done with the rotoscopy thing. Here we are. So I am doing the blocking, not going with the detailed rotoscopy for now. Here we go. Yeah, here we go. Almost done. Just these marker remaining, and we will hide these markers. So there are multiple frames at one point, and these needs to be removed. We will segregate these points first, and then yeah, here we go. Almost done with the rotoscopy. Yes. Okay, there are a few points you can see. So what you can do, if this is the benefit of blocking, if you see there is some glitch in between, you can remove that glitch, right? So we can see a glitch here. We can easily delete this glitch, right? Click on the delete, and then we have the clear frame available, and then we can put new mask here. Here we go. And here we go. So this is a time taking task. Rotoscopy takes time, and the more frame you make around this character, it would be more refined. Here we go. So we have completed the basic rotoscopy, and now what we are going to do is we are going to remove this green screen, right? So how we are going to remove this screen? We are going to use, we will go to effect window, and we will pick up ultra key and click on this effect ultra key and drag it on the layer, and then see we have options lined up in the effect window. You can see ultra key here. First you have to pick up the uh, color, this green color. Just you can see when we clicked on the green color, it has got removed and the effect is clearly visible. But there are few refinement required. For example, you can see uh, here there is a mask here, right? Some kind of black invisible mask here. There is problem in the transparency. What we are going to do, we are going to refine it more step by step, right? So go in the matte generation. In the transparency, you have got tools. So in the output, we will go to alpha channel. So this is the difference. White will show, black will get hide behind the transparency, right? So there would be transparency on the black, and there is visibility on the white. So we are going to separate black and white from here. We can see there is still white on the transparency. So we will clear it out using the available tools. Here you can see we have tolerance available. We have, here we go. Okay, now we can see easily the black is much sharper and the white is much sharper here. And we'll try to play a little more with the black and white. Here we go. Okay, now let's go on the composite option in the output. And now you can see there is no shadow here, right? So it's a very clear cut. And now you can check the rotoscopy, like we can see rotoscopy is overlapping here, and you can correct it at any stage you want. Go in the opacity and double click here. You can see the mask appearing here, and then just look at the keys and then correct it here. Right. So I hope things are clear to you, and we have covered the green screen ultra key part here, opacity card part here. You can easily create visual effects option here. So let's go back to the presentation again, and let's take our final quiz. Okay, so identify the effect we used to remove the green screen uh, from the second plate. So identify the effect that we use to remove the green screen. We have one key light, we have ultra key, we have ultra green screen, none of the above. So we have four options here. Let's see your responses. So we can see uh, Ashutosh says A, and Anjana says B, Richa says B. Okay, lots of responses are saying B. Exactly, yeah. This is ultra key. So I can see the passion on you guys. Like you are very poised for this session, and I'm sure you will have learned a lots of things here today. So this is the ultra key. So this is it's true, and so the this is the Internshala Training LMS platform, the question answer platform that we are following right now. And at the end, it shows the final score. Yeah. So let's go to again to the presentation and take your final questions. Yeah. So Gayatri, over to you.
Thank you for the amazing webinar, Arun. We can now start with the question and answer round. But before we open the floor for our audience, I have a question for you. As someone new to this domain, today's webinar has been a great start for me. I've certainly learned a lot of new things. As someone who is eagerly interested in learning more, what is the right path for me?
So first thing is to research about the things, right? So today you can see I have explained about the shorts, I have explained about the assembly, fine cut, right? So the thing is that it's not just looking at the presentation and feel that you have learned all the things. The thing is that you have to go to the internet, go to the learning platforms, learn as much as possible, learn about the art of video editing. This is an art, right? It's not just that you are importing the footages and then rendering them out and expecting the world to see your story, right? It's not about that. It's about making it something engaging that people would like to see, है ना? Making it something, some kind of story that people would like to watch, right? It's about storytelling. So learn the art of video editing And we have training in our platform, the Premiere Pro, where they have clearly, teacher has clearly presented all the fundamentals, how to begin with the video editing, how to begin with the fundamentals, how to begin with the storytelling, right? So all things are mentioned in the trainings, and you can also opt for the video editing training in the Internshala as well.
That's right. And for all the Siddhis here today, Internshala Trainings is offering a special discount on the account of World Education Day Fair 2022. Visit the link in the description and use code WEDF to avail an extra 10% discount on our video editing training. We are now opening the floor for questions. We will be taking 4 to 5 questions. I request everyone to type in their questions in the comment section.
Sure. Uh, the question is, Pradyuman, is Adobe Premiere Pro free to use? Adobe Premiere Pro is not free to use, but yes, it's available for a very minimal cost from the Adobe, and you can go for it. There are student discounts available as well for the Adobe Premiere, and it's very easy to use software, and it's used widely in the industry. Even in the studios, you can see the Adobe Premiere Pro. Yeah. Uh, Question: how to add music? When I says how to add music, you can import the music, the wave file or the mp3 file directly into the timeline, and it's very easy. Yeah, just drag and drop on the timeline. Okay. uh, is there any course for future scope of taking this course? Yeah, video editing is widely used in the industry. If you see, in the movie industry, there is scope for video editing, and nowadays, you can see there are OTT platforms available. People are creating documentaries for the YouTube. People are creating storytelling, right? Lots of content. So you can use this for your own content, or you can apply for the in the studios as a video editor. How to enter, Sudesh asked how to enter film industry. Yeah, good question, Sudesh. How to enter in the film industry? First of all, you should have a portfolio with you. What you should do: create nice video editing reels. Go to Behance.net. Create your online portfolio. Create your nice resume, and then send it to all the studios. Show them how you can do the video editing. Right. So the thing is, you should have a very refined online portfolio with you. है ना? For that, you can begin with the few video editing at home. Create a nice reel, upload 4 5 video editing reel on the Behance.net or any other platform or any website you have. So from there, you can link your portfolio with your resume and send them for the review, right? So first thing they'll watch is your profile, right? They would surely watch your resume, but the important thing is you should have a profile attached to your resume. That is the utmost important thing. And so is that we can take characters with no screen in background, edit it without any
A lot of
background.
people are also asking different between VFX and CGI.
Okay, computer generated imaginary and visual effects, right? So it's all same. The thing is that, for example, the CGI used, so that is basically made in 3D software, right? So whatever you render out in the 3D software, that is computer generated graphics. And visual effects is uh, you can create visual effects in the software also. Any effect you are putting there, right? Like the particle effects, you can generate you can use the like After Effects platform for the compositing and particle effects and visual effects, right? So these are the two basic difference. So anything you render out from the software that is not real, that is computer generated, like 3D backgrounds, 3D imaginary, right? That is the CGI. Yeah. Any other questions? So there are lots of questions. Best editing application. Look, there are multiple editing application available over the internet. Uh, the simplest you can find is the Adobe Premiere Pro. There are also many other applications, but I would suggest to begin with the Premiere Pro and then go for other applications. It's very easy to use. Uh, is there any course that we can learn Adobe? Uh, Yeah, so yeah, we have a course in video editing, Adobe Premiere course in the LMS section. In Internshala training, you can opt for that also. And so I can see almost safe.
There's also a question that says, where do you see Indian CGI in the nearby future?
Okay, so it's a good question. Yeah. So right now, the only thing I see we are grabbing the international attention, right? So we are doing very best in the CGI industry, in the visual effect industry, in the animation industry, in the video editing industry. The only thing is that we are just following the Western industry right now, and we have to think of uh, planning our own content here in a better way. The only thing is missing right now. What I see is the planning thing, right? So I feel we are more into creating the stuff than planning things out. So we have to learn from our culture, our the thing we have in we have and inherited in our culture languages, right? We have lots of states, right? Each we have lots of multiple stories, right? We have to tell the stories to the world, and we have started doing it. And in future I see with the OTT platforms, there is no restrictions there. People are creating good content, and in coming days I see lots of good stuff coming out from the OTT platform and from the internet. Lots of people have they launch their stuff in the YouTube also nowadays. So I feel options are available, right? You just have to uh, break the barrier, right? So it's not like that you have to go with the distributor first and then think of launching it in on the cinema. You have YouTube in front of you. You have OTT platforms in front of you. There's no restriction. Create your content. If it's good, people would definitely watch it, right? And let's go with few more questions. Uh, is this app need extra graphics card? So that is the good part of Premiere Pro. You don't need extra graphic card. So I feel for the video editing you should go with the basic graphic card of 4 GB plus. If you have 8 GB graphic card, it's almost fine, but you should have at least 4 GB graphic card. But the thing is that Premiere Pro doesn't require very high end graphic card. So uh, with the basic minimal you can do it.
I think we have taken 4 to 5 questions
The-
now, and if it's okay, we can move forward.
yeah, sure.
Yeah. Is there one last question you would like to take, Arun?
uh, so there is a encoding and rendering options mentioned there. So there is for the After Effects and the Premiere Pro, they have Adobe Media Encoder. You can use it for the rendering. And the good thing is that you can do your work in the Premiere and After Effect, and you can also keep the rendering aside, right? It won't hamper your basic production pipeline. If you directly render it from the Premiere, it can halt your production. So the thing is that Premiere encoder is available. You can use it for the faster rendering for both Adobe After Effects and Premiere. And we have one more uh, um, webinar in the Internshala platform for the After Effects. You should also visit that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you, Arun. Thank you for answering all these questions. For everyone who's asking about the participation certificates, yes, we are giving participation certificates to all the registered attendees. So if you haven't registered till now, on our website, you can still go visit the link in the bio and register yourself for the World Education Day Fair 2022. Thanks all for today. Thank you for joining our session. Our next session will commence at 4:30 p.m. where Pukraj Parekh will be taking a masterclass on business analytics. We have a live concert with Rahul Ram happening at 6:30 p.m. today. Subscribe to our YouTube channel and press the bell icon for updates regarding the session. Hope to see you guys there and thank you again.
Thank you very much for joining the webinar today.